Salam and good evening to you, worthy friends.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Around the Roast podcast. Once again, it is yours truly, Ryan Peterson, one of the better looking co hosts on the show. Just saying. Um, we're alongside the other handsome devil, the Canadian handsome devil himself, Mr. Costa. Costa, how you doing, my man?
I'm good. How are you? How was your New Year's and your Christmas and stuff like that, man? Are you doing okay?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. And again, folks, this is our first show of 2023. We are back, and we got a banger of a a show to talk about.
Yeah.
But first things first. If you haven't done so already, first of all, what is wrong with you with what I'm about to say? Make sure to follow us on all of our social media, on our Facebook and Instagram pages, and I think our Twitter pages. I'm not so sure, but you know, and our OnlyFans. I'm just kidding. But also, folks, we have merchandise. We have merchandise. We have T-shirts. We have coffee mugs, and we have coffee on sale. Oh yes, that smells good. And also, folks, again, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to follow us on our YouTube page. Hit the little bell icon. Get the notification of when new material comes out. And here in 2023, we got a lot of shit coming out. Brand new shows. We got brand new shows. We got obviously the Around the Rose podcast, exclusive interviews, and more. Make sure to follow us everywhere.
Yes, sir.
So, Costa,
yes, sir.
shall we get ready to it?
We should. Yeah.
So let's talk about the big leagues for a second, all right? Because a lot of shit has happened in a span of 5 days on the main roster, if I may say so myself.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we're kicking things off with Friday Night SmackDown.
All right.
The last SmackDown of 2022.
Yeah.
Which feels like a fever dream, honestly.
Yeah.
But so a lot of stuff happened that night, but a couple of things I want to talk about in particular. Number one, the amazing women's championship match between Raquel Rodriguez and Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think, in my opinion, that was actually like one of Ronda's best matches in a long time.
Well, okay, I'll tell you this quickly. I'll tell you this.
Take your time.
It was a good match, but for me personally, I lost my investment. Well, not my investment, but I lost interest in Ronda Rousey and her story, her character, a long time ago. So yeah, it was a good match, but I'm glad that Ronda Rousey is no longer champion. Let's just say that. Yeah. But
I apologize, folks. I just got a message from a friend of mine that I'm definitely gonna be hopping on in a hot second.
oh wow.
Sorry, folks. But also after the match ended,
Yes.
Ronda Rousey has a microphone, but then all of a sudden a familiar sound comes through the arena. Woo! For the first time since May, Charlotte Flair returns.
Wow. Yeah.
And not only that, she comes out. Sorry, just hearing weird noises. I don't know if it's the voice of God coming at me right now. I don't know. I'm getting ready.
Oh.
Anyway, it's New York, folks. Shit happens.
What the?
So all of a sudden, Charlotte Flair comes out. Ronda's, talking stuff like, okay, you want a title match at SummerSlam? Oh, wait, I know that already happened. Survivor didn't know that happened already. Just being a complete, what.
Yeah.
And Charlotte grabs the mic and says, no, I want to challenge you tonight. And shockingly enough, Ronda accepted.
Yeah.
And not only that, she kicked Shayna Baszler in the head. Tried to do a schoolboy pin on Ronda. Ronda kicked out. And then a spear, and 1, 2, 3. Charlotte Flair is the new SmackDown Women's Champion.
No. I'm just gonna say this, but no wonder my favorite lady didn't want to stay in the WWE. If you don't know who I'm referring to, Sasha Banks. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder. So yeah.
Well, it's funny that you mention that individual
Yes. Yeah.
because I have an article here
Okay.
saying that the formerly known as Sasha Banks, Miss Mercedes Varnado,
Yep.
appears to now have made it official that she's done with WWE, at least for the time being.
Yep.
She said, "Oi, Maron.
Huh?
Oi, oi, oi,
Hi,
Michelle
John.
John Blaine, what are you doing? What are you doing?"
Hi, John. How are you?
Hi, John. Anyway, sounds like we're in an AA meeting. Hi, my name is John. Hi, John.
Yeah.
So anyway, the former WWE star sent out tweets thanking the company and some of the key people who worked with her when she was there. She thanked WWE, Vince McMahon himself, the fans, her crew, KREW, just saying, if you know, you know,
Yep.
Triple H, and William Regal. She also thanked Sasha Banks, the character she's been portraying for a decade.
Yeah.
God, 10 years. 10 years. I can't believe that shit.
Me neither. Me neither.
And she became a free agent on Sunday, which I think was January 1st.
Yeah, January 1st.
And she's reportedly appearing later on tonight at Wrestle Kingdom.
Wow. Okay, this is what I strongly dislike. Now I'm gonna have to watch my favorite female wrestler in Twitter clips and YouTube clips instead of watching live because of the time of. Oh God, never mind. Because of the time of New Japan events. So.
Yeah, apparently for folks that are hardcore wrestling fans that are interested in Wrestle Kingdom,
Yeah.
the pre-show starts at 3:20 in the afternoon Japan time, or here in the US on the East Coast, 1:20 in the morning.
Oh,
And the actual event is starting at 3 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, exactly.
God,
God damn it.
talk about freaking jet lag.
Me.
But
Yeah,
but speaking
yeah.
but speaking of WWE, question for you:
Oh,
what's my favorite
moments?
Go ahead, Costa.
Yeah,
'Cause I have one.
yeah. No, I would say well, the one that sticks out in my mind is her obviously in Brooklyn for NXT against Bailey, right? So yeah, that's the one that mostly sticks out in my mind for sure. Yeah.
Costa, I hate you right now because that was my choice too. Damn it!
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Sorry.
No, dude, don't apologize. That was my choice also because I was actually there live for that.
Oh, you were. That's nice. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I went there. I went there with my mother. God rest her soul. She got me tickets to the show,
Nice.
and she was a wrestling fan way back in the day, but then really didn't get into it. But she said, and I quote, Sasha Banks and Bailey's match was the best match that she's ever seen in her life, and that match made her like wrestling again.
Wow, that's huge. That's a huge compliment. Wow.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And I remember that so well. The energy in that building was already high enough already. Because ironically, I'm wearing Brooklyn Takeover 3, as you can see.
Wow.
Thank you. I went to all the Brooklyn takeovers at the Barclays Center.
Really? Okay.
Takeover 1, 2, 3, 4, and not Takeover New York. It's Takeover Brooklyn 5. Get it fucking right.
Yep.
And to actually getting back to Sasha Banks for a second, a familiar friend of hers is actually in Japan right now on her own terms in support.
Mm-hmm. Naomi.
Could it be? Let's just say her favorite term is ding dong.
Oh, okay. The other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bailey.
Now, in other news, actually, her tag team partner, Sasha Banks' tag team partner, Naomi, is expected to return to WWE.
Really?
Yep. Since Naomi and Banks have been absent from the wrestling world since they walked out of Raw back in May.
Yeah,
which is weird. I think it's been that long already.
like 8 months ago. Yeah.
Uh, Naomi and Bailey are currently in Japan right now. Naomi is also in Japan supporting
Okay.
Mercedes.
Yep.
Mercedes, you can't say
Sorry,
Sasha anymore.
sorry, Mercedes. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, Mercedes.
But apparently, she's expected to return to go back to WWE, which is actually pretty. I mean, could we see her possibly joining the Bloodline?
I would say that's the only choice for her to be yeah, for her to be.
Well, considering she's married to one of the Usos, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I hope that's the storyline that they give her. Yeah, yeah, to join the bloodline.
Maybe finally give her the heel push that she's been wanting for a long time.
Right. Exactly.
Because to be honest, I liked her character. But at the same time, I was getting kind of annoyed. Oh yeah, look at this. Looks like I'm on fucking LSD while I'm doing this shit. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know. She needed a change of character. Yeah, yeah. That's
Not only that, if anyone out there has epilepsy, I'm so sorry you have to watch her entrances. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, I hope that if she comes back to WWE, which I think it's going to be the Rumble, I'm calling it right now. She's returning at the Rumble.
Yeah, and going back to what I said about the surprises earlier. I'm like, to myself, I said, why would they do this? Why would they bring people back to yesterday when the Rumble's coming up in like a few weeks? So yeah, I'm actually pretty glad that those rumors didn't come about yesterday, because I'm waiting.
I'm kind of glad also.
Yeah.
But here's a little bit of shock about WWE right now.
What?
Apparently, a certain superstar. My apologies. I'm trying to read. Okay. So apparently, on February 13th, Monday Night Raw is coming back to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Oh.
Apparently, the Barclays Center is advertising several top stars on its website, including one Matt Riddle.
Really?
Now, for those that don't remember, he was written off TV on the December 5th episode of Monday Night Raw after Solo Sikoa viciously attacked him.
Yeah.
And they showed him leaving the arena in an ambulance.
Yeah.
In reality, unfortunately, what happened was, to break the fourth wall here, break kayfabe, because that's what we do on the show.
Yeah.
Apparently, Riddle failed a second drug test this year, with the expectation that he would be going to rehab for 60 days.
Yep.
And this is his second one because he previously violated the company's wellness policy over the summer.
I remember that, yeah.
Oh, okay. This is not good, actually.
What?
I'm not going to get into that point in the story. But anyway, it's unclear when Riddle will make his return to the company. WWE's website is also advertising Riddle for several other dates, but this Brooklyn date isn't listed, indicating this is a new advertisement by the arena itself. Okay. The dates he has advertised for on WWE's website were likely listed before he was written on television, and the Brooklyn date will be added soon, as seen below. Which, according to the site, he's advertised for February 20th in Ottawa.
Yeah.
And February 27th in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Okay, so he's coming.
Yeah, he's coming back, but the question is when. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Friday Night SmackDown, because also something else kind of two other things that kind of happened. They're very kind of threw me off guard. We saw. Oh yeah, Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
We saw Uncle Howdy give the Sister Abigail to Bray Wyatt.
No, that caught me for a shock.
What in the blue hell is going on?
Excuse my language, but I have no fucking idea, man. I have no fucking idea.
You don't have to excuse your language, man. We're TVMA. We don't give a flying fuck. So yeah, that threw me off guard. And after all that went down, they announced that at the Royal Rumble for the first time ever, which I have no idea what the fuck it is. It'll be LA Knight, yeah,
Yeah.
taking on Bray Wyatt in a blackout. What's it called?
Black.
Blackout or yeah, blackout match, which is sponsored by Mountain Dew. I'm gonna say it right now. It's sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Now, I haven't had Mountain Dew in a long time. I know that shit is a crazy ass drink, so I'm not surprised that they are sponsoring this crazy ass match. Now, what in the blue hell is a blackout match?
Hey, man, your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea.
My apologies.
I would assume that it's something like like probably like something like the cinematic matches that they do, like something.
Oh, sorry.
Like that. But
actually, I'm sorry to cut you off, Costa. It's called the Pitch Black match.
Oh, sorry.
So
Yeah,
I apologize.
sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, pitch back.
No, that's on me because I said it.
Yep.
But still, what? But still, what in the blue hell is a Pitch Black match?
I have no idea. Like I said, my assumption is that it's gonna be something like a cinematic match in which, like they did with Undertaker and Undertaker and AJ, but something similar to around those lines. Maybe I don't know, but it's just my guess that.
And longtime fan and basically our number one fan Billy says, and I quote, "Hey guys, Naomi's glow belt was the best looking WWE Women's Championship belt of modern times. Give her that at least. I was a big fan." Oh, absolutely. We're not knocking that. We're not knocking that down. I'm just not. We're not knocking it down because of our talent and everything. I'm just saying it's time for a change.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, John. Yes, John. I said pitch black match.
So, we said that, John. Don't worry. Yeah.
I swear to God, he's
blackout match.
I don't know. My opinion, though.
Cinematic match, yeah.
My opinion, I wish they bring back the strap match. Remember the Fiend and
It's a flavor of
okay.
That's what it is. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, that makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, sorry, folks. So does that mean that you're gonna? Okay, this is how it's gonna set up. You get a big ass long table.
Okay.
And you have as many pitch black Mountain Dew cans as you can.
Yeah.
You split it down the middle. The first one to chug their end wins the match. That's how you do it.
That's what it is. Exactly. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see who.
And then Uncle Howdy comes in and he does whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. I will say this about Uncle Howdy though. He's one of the most intriguing and interesting characters that to ever come through in WWE. That's my opinion though, but yeah,
I agree. Yes.
I love the Uncle Howdy character, who no matter who it may be. So yeah, I'm just wondering who's under that mask though, but yeah.
And the main event of the night was a tag match between Roman Reigns and Sami Uso, aka Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Taking on Kevin Owens and some guy I know this. I know that sound. I don't know where that's coming from.
The GOAT. You mean the GOAT? You mean the GOAT? John Cena.
Oh, is that Chris Jericho one on the show? Oh wow.
Wow. Nah.
I mean, hey, listen, Forbidden Door.
John Cena. But anyway, that's just me.
Oh God, no.
No more food challenges, man. No more food challenges.
Please, no. Please, God, no.
No way. That's not happening. No way.
John, just remember Cookie Monster. But no, it was John Cena, and actually, this match right here I think it was a last minute addition to boost up sales and viewership because New Year's.
Yeah.
And also, they wanted to keep a trend going of John Cena wrestling in at least one match in every year that he's been part of WWE. And this one was in his 20th year.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
Or should we call up? God damn it, John! I was going to say that.
Bald spot edition. Yeah.
Folks, I think they found the new cover for WWE 2K23, Cena's bald spot. It's not Triple H, it's not Undertaker, it's not Shawn Michaels or DX, it is John Cena's bald spot. I'm calling it right now.
Exactly. That picture was hilarious, man. That picture was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. That was
Oh,
hilarious.
especially, no, what's even funnier was that the freaking meme that someone said, Happy 2023, with 2023, and it's 2-0 with the bald spot 23.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Speaking of that Friday's SmackDown,
Yeah.
it drew
How many did it draw?
it drew the highest viewership since December 2020.
Wow.
The latest edition of Friday Night SmackDown saw the ratings increase, averaging 2.629 million viewers, which is up from 2.376 million. In the all-important 18 to 49 demographic, which I still don't know why, the show did a .64 rating, up from the .55 rating a week ago.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It was the highest total viewership since Christmas Day 2020, a show with an inflated number because it had an NFL game lead in.
Yeah.
And the highest key demo since September 2021.
Wow.
And last week was the highest total viewership SmackDown has done since September 9th, with 2.367 million viewers.
Yeah. Wow. I guess well, this goes back to I would say the quote unquote new regime that's in charge, and people being happy that Triple H is in charge instead of Mr.
Oh yes.
Vince McMahon, yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely. Now, let's fast forward 3 days now. Let's fast forward to last night, which was Monday Night Raw.
Wow. Yep.
Actually, that sounded pretty good, actually. So we had a few interesting. First of all, they started off hot, in my opinion. They started off with the bloodline just interrupting the intro, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
That reminded me of NWO invading WCW or coming to WCW. For sure.
Or yeah, just in general, honestly, they're just saying, nah, cut this shit. We're starting the show. And then all of a sudden, here comes Kevin Owens. He said, why talk when I can just come down and beat the hell out of you guys? Adam Postman Pierce comes out saying, no, guys, no. You guys don't work here. Security, get them out. Bloodline should be the crap security guard. Here comes the locker room. And then everybody leaves.
Yeah.
And then in the back, they're saying, we want the bloodline. So they ended up doing, different matches.
Yep.
Which I'll get into in a bit. They kicked it off with the Raw Women's title match as Bianca Belair took on Alexa Bliss. And I hate to say this, I'm probably going to get chastised for this. It was not good.
What, the Alexa Bliss's match against?
Yeah, it was wonky. It was all over the place.
Yeah, it was wonky a little bit. Yeah. You can still see the rust on Alexa Bliss there. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I agree with you.
I'm kind of intrigued though of who's in the mask.
Yeah, me too. I want to know who's under that mask. You think it's Edge? No.
But what I think was funny though is that one of the guys in the mask, if you saw it real closely, was trying to get sent back by security, and you see one of the producers in the ringside saying, "No, he's part of the show. He's part of the show."
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, wow, thanks for ruining the moment.
I think, well, if it's not Edge, which I doubt it is, if it's not Edge, I think it should be Bo Dallas. You think? What do you think? Bo Dallas.
No.
Who is it?
One thing caught my attention.
Who? What?
Short blonde hair.
Okay. Ziggler.
Who else?
No, not Ziggler.
No, not that short. I mean, maybe. But who else that's on Raw has short blonde hair?
Short blonde hair. Damn.
He just came into a lot of money.
Oh. Is it Mr. Mr. Dexter Loomis.
Correct.
You think he's Uncle Howdy?
Not Uncle Howdy,
Who?
but remember, but I think he may be a part of that faction.
Oh yeah, the Wyatt Six for sure. Yeah, yeah.
I think so.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so.
But also another one that I heard, Grayson Waller.
Oh yeah, that would be a excellent addition. Yeah, for sure.
I think he was the buzzard, I believe.
Oh sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that match was like wonky and whatnot. I felt bad, but hey, it is what it is. And then we get into one that kind of spruced it up a little bit, a Music City street fight as Solo Sokoa took on Elias, which Elias was victorious over. I mean, no, I'm sorry, Solo Sokoa. Wow,
Wow.
Solo was
Yeah.
he almost lost because he got a freaking guitar shot in the back.
And a piano.
No, oh yeah, the piano too. Then the next one was a six-man tag match as the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, and Kevin Owens took on Jimmy, Jay, the Usos, and Sami Zayn. One thing about this match, though, that kind of intrigued me a little bit,
Yeah.
when Kevin Owens was crawling over to try to, get the tag into Montez, Montez seems like he wasn't paying attention.
He was disengaged. Yeah.
Yeah. Could we possibly be seeing a Montez Ford heel turn, perhaps?
I think so, and I think honestly, man, I'll tell you this: Montez Ford has all the star qualities anybody needs, right? So I think it's time for him to be a singles competitor as well and get out of the tag team with
Dawkins.
Yeah. So I think it's time for Montez to get a push there. Yeah, for sure.
I think so. And then Dexter Loomis and Chad Gable next. And then Damage Control comes out and talking about Becky Lynch and whatnot. And then originally Becky Lynch comes out and says, hey, we're not going to fight. Did you say handicap match? Sure, why not? So it started off originally with Becky Lynch taking on Dakota Kai and Io Sky.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, here comes Mia Yim.
I love Mia Yim, by the way. I love her. But anyway, let's go.
I do too.
Yeah. I mean,
as
in her new role, she's doing well with the OC there. Yeah, she's doing very good.
Which speaking of the OC, their leader is going to be out for a while.
I know, with a broken ankle. Damn.
Yeah, on a freaking house show.
I know.
Thanks to Finn Balor. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, and surprisingly, Damage Control got the victory over Becky Lynch and Mia Yim.
Oh yeah, they won. Yeah, Damage Control won. Yeah.
And then
honest,
sorry, go ahead.
You there, Mr.
No, go ahead.
Sorry. So I want to say something about Damage Control. I don't know about you, but the only person sorry, this is gonna sound wrong, but I approve of and is doing well within Damage Control, I think is only Dakota Kai, right?
Really?
I'm not really invested in like the whole group thing. I don't find the interest in them being a group, right? Like I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When they came out at SummerSlam 5 months ago, I was excited as hell.
Yeah, I was excited at that time too. But and I thought they would have, you know what? I thought they would be like champions by now, right? Well, they have been champions. I mean, but taking over the whole show, like
I know
the whole show, and like Bailey being a champion as well, right? You would expect her to be champion by now.
But hey, listen, we're in Rumble season, my friend. Anything can happen.
I know. That's true. That's true too. So maybe we.
But then we go into what I think was the best match of the card, and that was the main event.
Oh hell
which was for the United States title. Austin Theory taking on Seth frickin' Rollins. That saved the show, in my opinion.
I agree.
Oh.
Seth Rollins is incredible, man. They're both
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth Rollins was incredible. Seth Rollins is always incredible. And actually, Forgot to mention this. I think it was kind of ironic that before that they showed a promo video of some nightmare.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Why did they do that?
Royal Rumble return, buddy.
Well, if that's the case, then what? Then why bother doing the fucking promo hypes then?
I don't know. Maybe that's why people thought that there's gonna be a big return. Yes.
Yeah, the big return was just a freaking video.
I know, exactly. It says a look into Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but
like we don't know,
folks. But again, folks, if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to, tell to our lovely faces, make sure to comment in the video. We love to, hear what you have to say. Yeah. Some people, and and actually, before we get away from going to the indie scene, I actually want to talk about AEW for 1 second.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Because in my opinion, I feel like this past Dynamite, was pretty solid.
Yeah, I think it was for sure. I watched the whole thing, so.
I mean, first of all, you kicked off with Bryan Danielson and Ethan Page.
Oh boy,
that's a good way to kick it off.
That was an incredible match, by the way. Shout out to Ethan Page too. That's my guy right there.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And then the Blackpool Combat Club taking on Top Flight, another great matchup.
Wow, incredible. Yep.
But in my opinion, the match that really took the cake was match number 6 of the Best of 7 series for the AEW World Trios title.
Oh yeah. That V trigger. I'm gonna say this. That V trigger was the best I've seen in years by Kenny Omega. In years.
And Mr. Dave Meltzer himself gave that 4 3/4 stars.
Oh come on! Come on!
I know.
Come on!
You know why it wasn't 5+?
Why?
Because it wasn't at the Tokyo Dome.
Exactly.
But no, the Elite tied it up with Death Triangle, and now I think next week is the 7th and final matchup.
I think it's January 16th. I think it's January 16th.
I think it's next week. Next Wednesday. Hold on.
Oh, really?
Pardon me, folks. I'm going to look at it.
Okay, yeah. Take a look at
it. I'm pulling someone right now. As you can see, Kata.
Yeah, John Boy. Yeah.
Love you, John. I know. I love you, buddy.
I think it's you know why? I think it's every 2 weeks. I think. It's been.
Yep. So next week, the 11th. Oh, of course, they're in Los Angeles. Of course. Of course.
Okay. Yeah.
It is match number 7. It's the Escalada de la Muerte ladder.
Oh.
Ladder match.
Ladder match. Oh, ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. We're in for a banger then. Wow.
And also there's a women's tag match of Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and the AEW Women's Champion Jamie Hayter taking on Saraya and Vacant. Vacant's making her appearance.
Yeah, Vacant.
Wow. Man, Vacant is so fucking popular now. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. Oh, he's been popular, she's been popular for years, but.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And actually speaking of AEW, Rampage had their ratings dropped from the week prior.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What are the you mind
last week they drew in 470,000 viewers and a 0.12 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic.
Ooh.
Whereas the week prior they did 566,000 and a 0.18 rating.
Okay. Any specific reason for the drop, you think?
Rampage ranked number 28 in the top 150 shows on cable for the night, down from last week with a number 5 ranking.
Oh shoot. That's huge. That's
the reason why is because the show went up against some strong college football competition because of the college football playoffs.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But also, I think it's because it's it's at 10 o'clock.
I know. I'm not. Yeah. I'm gonna admit to you that 10 o'clock shows are a bit hard for me to watch too. Yeah, so
And it's not live. That's the other problem too. That's
I know it's
so
not
edited
live.
down.
Yeah.
But I think next week though it is live. I think next week it is
Yeah, I think.
because they are in Seattle, I believe.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I just want to talk a couple more before we go into our commercial break. So let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Um, Tony Khan, TK, my boy TK booked me. I'm just kidding. As they say, it's a new year and a new look is coming to AEW.
Ooh.
Apparently, rumblings of a major change for the company began last month amidst the hiring of the former vice president of global television production of AEW, Mike Mansbury. Sorry. But now in AEW, he has secured the title of senior vice president and co-executive producer.
Really? Wow.
And also, he likely aided the production team in executing the new version for the company. And a preview of AEW's new look emerged in recent commercials, promoting a new Dynamite. The advertisements teased a fresh color palette tied together with flashing lights and lasers in the background as the company's top stars appeared in the forefront.
Yeah. I seen that. Yeah, I seen that actually. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to read more into this. It's a sports-based presentation, and that's what we always go for. They wanted to change the set to reflect a new era, and I think it's going to be a great look for the show. It's a great set. It's still going to be the same great wrestling because it's going to be new matches and new stories and a lot to look forward to. In regards to pay-per-views, Khan believes the grid matrix look will flow really well, especially with the traditional green futuristic look of Revolution.
Yeah. I remember that.
And also, speaking of AEW, also for weeks there has been, besides that, that's also gotten people wondering if the show's opening theme song, "Light the Fuse." Hey, what's up, David? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, David. How are you?
But also, it's gotten people wondering if the show's opening theme song, "Light the Fuse," would be switched to something different.
Ooh.
And I have the answer. And I have the answer. And I have the answer.
Okay.
The answer appears to be yes.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
According to Fightful Select, "Light the Fuse" will remain in place. However, it'll come with a few changes, with a remix edition of the song being used moving forward.
Ooh. That should be interesting to hear.
Trying to see if there's anything else on here. Yada. Again, folks, I apologize. I'm just reading, trying to find like the key elements instead of reading the entire freaking article. If that's the case, we'd probably be here till 2024.
Exactly. Yeah.
It appears that the AEW announced teams will stay consistent with no plans in place to change the voices calling the action on the shows, so that'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't have to wait. And we won't have to wait much longer because they're debuting it tomorrow night in Seattle for Dynamite.
Yeah, January 4th. Yeah.
Which, by the way, this week's show will feature Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho.
Woo.
Bryan Danielson versus Tony Nese.
Oh, God.
Darby Allin, Seattle homeboy himself, challenging Samoa Joe for the TNT title.
Let's go.
And a match that hasn't been seen in a long time if you're really hardcore wrestling fans. Swerve Strickland taking on AR Fox.
Oh, wow.
And for those that don't know or don't remember, it's the first time that they'll be battling each other since their Hell of War match from Lucha Underground.
Oh, wow.
That's coming back almost 6 years.
I
think 5 or 6 years. It's been a long time.
I'm gonna say that's a pretty long.
I think that's when Swerve was Killshot.
Yeah. I remember that.
And I remember that match too. Oh, Fox going through that freaking glass. The one spot I remember for that match was that Killshot did a hurricane run on Fox through a glass table.
Yeah.
And as Killshot goes to the cover, one, goes to the cover. One, Fox kicks up and starts, hulking up
Ooh.
on a 1 count.
1 count. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, I miss Lucha Underground.
So do I. So do I, man.
And you know what, Costa?
Yes,
you know what I think it's time for?
What?
I think it's time for a commercial break to catch our breath. So, folks.
So do I. Yeah,
so, folks, stay tuned because we're going to be going right to a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about indie wrestling, including 2 major events that happened this past weekend in the tri-state area with Invictus Pro Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Magic. So stay tuned for more.
Peace, guys.
Hey, guys, this is Carl from the ATR Network, also the producer of the Around the Rose podcast. And I'm proud to introduce to you one of our good partners, Moonstar Smoke, right here in Animal Park, New Jersey. There's their phone number, their fax number. Guys, if you're a vape smoker like I am, they have everything you need. Also, too, if you're a hookah smoker, they have all your needs for that. Check them out. They're a mom and pop store. Sweetest people in the world, and you want to check them out. But also, too, you want to stay tuned to see more advertisements coming from them.
No, listen, look, I told him to get rid of the monkey. I'm sorry, no, the monkey was getting too much, too much into it. Oh, shit. Hey, we're back. We're back now. We're back with more Around the Road podcast. I'm Ryan Peterson, alongside the handsome Canuck himself, Costa.
Yes, sir.
So now let's get into some indie wrestling. Now, this past Friday in beautiful Ridgefield Park, New Jersey.
Ryan's second home, which you should have in a
pretty much. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Costa, you have no idea how many freaking times I've been to that place. not only because I have family that lives there, but it's like, oh. But anyway, Friday afternoon, Invictus Pro Wrestling. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack a little bit. There were 4 events that took place at the Mecca in Ridgefield Park.
Yeah.
In no particular order, it was Breed Combination Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Magic, IFC/Fallout Shelter, and the show that kicked it off that weekend, which is a show that I'm a part of, Invictus Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this lovely podcast sponsored me, so thank you guys for that. So let's and again, folks, as you can see right there on the bottom, we have a partnership with Dubby Energy. And also, folks, so if you go to dubbyenergy.com at checkout, you can use the promo code ATR for 10% off of your order.
Yeah. They're the best. Go ahead. Sorry. Go
ahead.
I was saying they are the best energy drinks. They are the best workout supplement you could ever purchase. So please do your diligence, and you'll fiercely enjoy these products.
Absolutely. Just want to throw that out there right now to our friends at Dubby Energy.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, we kick off Invictus Pro Wrestling, the many saints of Ridgefield Park. Oh, yes, I apologize. Yeah, as I'm saying about Dubby Energy, there's no crash like the rest. Now, we kicked it off with a tag team title match as the Goons, Rob Radke and Killian McMurphy, took on the current champions, Chris Barton and Dominic De Niro, fight or die. Talk about a fucking car crash.
I wasn't there.
I know, but I was waiting for you to commentate. Really?
Yeah, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But
what a car crash!
I trust your judgment.
Very good matchup, and Fight or Die was victorious over the Goons.
Yeah.
Next up was a women's action as La Chica Clara Carreras took on the vivacious Vicious Vicky. And for the shocking turn of events, Clara Carreras was victorious over Vicious Vicky, the former Invictus Women's Champion.
Yep.
Afterwards, she went on the microphone, cursed out Carl and John in the court. I'm just kidding. She didn't curse out Carl and John, but she She said some curse words in Italian. I cannot say here on the air because I'm not Italian.
Yeah.
I just go like a this or like a this. And I forgot what, but apparently she has a new side of herself saying, I came back and you guys were cheering me, but now you're booing me. Well, screw all of you. Yeah, you know the normal spiel.
Yeah.
Now, next up, which in my opinion was one of the best matches of the night, as the Renaissance Nikolai White took on Gabriel Sky.
Ooh, nice.
Now, I will say this, as they always say, the referees are always right. I want to make that very clear right now.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So during the match, there was an instance where I forgot the name of the move that Gabriel Sky always does, but the way that he set it up, Nikolai White's shoulders were on the ground, and the referee at the time was, doing the 3 count because the shoulders were down.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it ended prematurely. Both competitors got up in the referee's face, saying, he's wrong, he's wrong, he's wrong. Which again, the referees are always right.
Yeah.
Any veteran can tell you that.
Yeah.
So Gabriel Sky went on the microphone and said, "No, we're not ending like this. Let's, hey, Nikolai White, get your ass in here, sudden death." And they both went at it, and oh my god, I'm surprised that building is still standing.
Shit. Yeah.
They went all over the fucking place.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish I was there, man. Damn.
Which but actually, Costa, you can watch it on IWTV.
Okay. That's. I'm gonna look into that. Yeah, for sure. I need to watch these events, man.
And also see some handsome devil that wore a suit that announced the show. I don't know, some schmuck. I don't know.
Are you talking about somebody named Mr. Peterson? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that guy's a Long Island schmuck. Anyway, but Gabriel Scott was victorious. They both shook hands, and then they went on their merry way. Next up was a 6-man tag team action as a team of Pretty Boy Smooth, Randy Summers, and Brandon Watts, Milk Chocolate Double XL, took on the team of Face, Jocko, and PJ Savage, the Takeover, which Milk Chocolate Double XL was victorious over Takeover. But then after that, there seemed to be a little tension between Face and Savage.
Yeah.
Which it looks like it's the end of Takeover.
Really?
Because they decided, go their separate ways.
That's
Then we went to intermission, and then the next matchup we went into was pretty much a battle that's been brewing for a month. As Mr. Paid in Full, Anthony Gamble, took on Mr. PWI 485, Jay Bougie. Yeah, Ryan needs a new suit. coming from the Rogaine sponsored Oompa Loompa that was in the crowd. Oompa Loompa doopity dum. Hey, Carl Roberts, you can kiss my bum.
We need to get him a Mr. Clean sponsor too.
Oh please, that'll be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh look, by the way, Carl, I found your color.
What is that? Oh.
Anyway, so these two have had a little history because back at the Unconquered Cup, it was supposed to be Anthony Gamble as the 8th man in the tournament to crown the first ever champion, and Bougie attacked him and took his spot.
Yeah.
This has been building up for a while.
Yeah.
So, and Bougie was victorious over Anthony Gamble. Now,
nice.
Next matchup was Big Game Leroy, originally supposed to take on #MCM Mucho Chris Moljo. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, Chris Moljo could not make the event. But in my opinion, I think they found a very, very suitable replacement in the smooth superhero known as Montegia.
Wow, nice.
And these two have history.
Yeah.
Because both of them came out of the same training school, House of Glory.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Wow.
So it's a lot of history in that matchup,
Yeah.
which Big Game Leroy was victorious over Montekia.
Oh man, you have me really intrigued to go back and watch this event, man. Wow, I gotta.
Oh wait, Costa, there's more.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Next up was a battle between two. Sorry, folks. Number one fan Billy here saying hell of a show on Friday. So stoked I finally got to see Invictus live and to hang out with all you weirdos. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about Carl and John. Nice to finally meet you in person, Ryan. Oh, nice to meet you too, Billy. I'm glad you were able to make it out to the trip. And again, I'm so sorry for Carl.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kidding, Carl. I love you. I love you. Well, so. Ah! Ah!
Oh.
Ah!
I-
Carl, Halloween's not part
I'll
of the
give
9
you
months. What are you
that
doing
one,
here?
Ryan?
Oh, I'm fucked.
What
Anyway,
do you say about John?
true.
Hmm?
True.
Yeah.
So anyway, our semi-main event, or sorry, co-main event. Oh, really, David? Really?
Poor Carl always getting insulted. Yeah.
David, you have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. You have no idea, and you should see what happens when John is here. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Even worse.
It's worse. So anyway, our co-main event featured two competitors who were both undefeated in Invictus. As the Invictus Women's Champion Eva Serino took on the 2022 ECWA Super 8 tournament winner and Carl Roberts' number one favorite wrestler of all time, Mr. Darius Carter.
Oh, I thought you said, Darius Carter. Yes. I thought you were going to say Alvin Alvarez. Yeah.
Which sucks also because unfortunately Carl had to deal with personal matters. So I hope everything's well on that end, Carl. But it was a hell of a matchup. And in a shocking turn of events, Darius Carter was victorious over Eva Surreal because the way that it ended was that Darius Carter took off her mask
Oh, wow.
and Schoolboy pinned her.
Ah, okay.
The most dirtiest way you can think of. It's insane. Leaving Darius Carter the only person in Invictus to lead 2022 undefeated. So then we go into our main event as the current Invictus Grand Champion himself, Cashflow Ken Broadway, took on Melbourne, Australia's own, as I'm trying to do with an Australian accent, mate.
Yeah.
Hailing from Dingley, the loose ledge, Adam Brooks.
Oh, nice. I know Adam Brooks.
Phenomenal matchup.
Yes, sir.
Phenomenal matchup. Both of them went hard hitting. I think at one point Ken Broadway threw Adam Brooks into the wall.
Oh, wow.
Which again, you can watch all of it on IWTV. They went, 20, maybe 25 minutes.
Oh, nice.
And it was a very solid, hard hitting matchup.
Yeah, that would have been a good experience to see live.
Adam Brooks, I'm so glad he's in the US again. I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, so am I. He's an amazing wrestler.
But folks, again, that was yep, like Billy said, Darius is ruthless. Loved it. Absolutely.
Yep. Darius deserves to be in the big leagues in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. But
you know what? It still surprised me as to why no one has signed him.
I know. That's true.
Because he's so fucking talented. I swear to God.
I want to know why nobody. Yeah, you're right. I want to know why nobody has signed him. That's interesting.
He plays the old school heel that not a lot of people can do nowadays.
I know. Probably only like MJF or something like that. But yeah, I would say MJF and Mr. Carter are in the same league. So
absolutely.
That's just my opinion again. But yeah, so that's what I think.
No, and I agree 100%. Now, the next. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to pull it up as I'm trying to remember the card off the top of my head.
Yeah.
As the following day in Ridgefield Park, Pro Wrestling Magic took place.
Mm-hmm.
Pro Wrestling Magic took place, and it was first of all, it was a long show,
How long was it?
4 hours,
4 hours. How many matches? 11?
11 or 12, I think.
Oh wow.
So I'm trying to go off based off memory here because I saw it live on IWTV. Carl and John were there because the Around the Rose podcast was the main sponsor for the show.
Yeah.
Which again, thank you, Mr. Shane Fair, for announcing that we were the sponsors. Thank you very much appreciated, sir.
Yep. Thank you very much, Mr.
Just throwing it out there.
Yes,
So originally they were going to kick it off with the tag team championships. However, Adam Kerr comes out, grabs the microphone. I forgot what he said or whatnot. But then I think he called out Danny Moff, his opponent, which was originally supposed to be later on that night, and that led into Adam Kerr versus Danny Moff for the Pro Wrestling Magic Heavyweight title to kick off the show.
I'm scared of Danny Moff, man. Holy shit.
I am. Trust me, a lot of people are. A lot of people are scared of Danny Moff. Trust me.
That's another person who deserves to be who deserves to have some light shown on them. So yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about a car crash? This one was a fucking disaster on the I-95 in a good way.
Yeah.
Those two went at it for like 15, 20 minutes, and in the end, Kerr was victorious over Danny Moff and is now the new Pro Wrestling Magic Heavyweight Champion.
Really? Wow.
Afterwards, Moff grabbed the mic, pretty much put over Kerr as, champion, and then both of them shared a beer in the middle of the ring. They drank it, and then they left. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you sounded like LA Knight right there, but yeah.
And then the next matchup, I'm just going by matches I remember off the top of my head. I apologize, folks.
It's okay.
In January, they always do a massive Rumble to honor the original founder of Pro Wrestling Magic, Chad Adams. And this contest was for a spot in the Rumble, as Nick Pierce took on Chris Ryan, and Chris Ryan was victorious in a cheating way, of course, by using some sort of weapon and hit it back underneath the ring. But Chris Ryan is now in the Chad Adams Memorial Rumble.
Oh, nice.
Now, I'm trying to think off the top of my head here. Oh, yes. Now it was time for the World Tag Team titles. As Hispanos Unidos, which was Sebastian Cage and Trey Felipe, I think, taking on Carl Roberts' favorite tag team of all time, the team of John Tella and also Bronco Bruno, Death Row.
Oh, wow.
Which, by the way, on the broadcast, if you see a little guy jumping up and down for joy, that's Carl. He's pretty much Death Row's cheerleader.
Yeah.
Death Row, let's go. I kid. But very good matchup, and Death Row is the new Pro Wrestling Magic World Tag Team Champions. So congrats to them.
Yep.
Next up was I'm just looking through the list that I have here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. For the Pro Wrestling Magic Junior Heavyweight Championship, as the Brooklyn Outlaw and the current champion Donovan took on Vinny Pacifico in a last man standing match.
Wow.
Now, in this contest, if Donovan wins, there was a stipulation. If Donovan won, not only would he get 5 minutes in the ring with one of the commentators, Jimmy Riot, who apparently has major heat with, I don't know the whole story, and Vinny Pacifico must leave Pro Wrestling Magic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there was a lot on the line here.
Yeah.
And these two went at it, very, hard-hitting, back and forth. But the final spot was in the corner of the building was a massive ladder. and right below was two doors set up on chairs.
Oh wow.
They're both climbing the top of the ladder. Both climbing the top of the ladder, and they're going at it. They're going at it. Vinny Pacifico does one final punch.
Whoa.
Donovan falls back. Boom! Right through the chairs. And I swear to God, I hope that Donovan's okay because when he went down, his head bounced off the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
And unfortunately, Donovan could not make it to the 10 count, which means that Vinny Pacifico won and is now the new Pro Wrestling Magic Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Oh wow. Wow.
Very intense. And Carl can attest to it because he was right there next to the ladder, making sure that no one else got hurt.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That was the most insane spot of that entire match.
Yeah. I could imagine. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
like I said, Carl, you will
put the card up.
Hmm?
What happened?
What happened?
I have the card up here.
Oh,
you do have the card
from 5 days ago that they actually had the lineup because there was only one. I do have the card.
Okay.
So where you were talking about Kerr calling out Moff, I'm going to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah, please.
Kerr trying to says, why wait for the main event? Give the people what they want. And that was that match.
Yeah.
It started the night strong.
Yeah.
And it's like Bully always says, start your night strong and continue it. And they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
I mean, there's very few times where you have those matches that linger in the middle.
I want to give
and like you lose the momentum, but yeah, it sounds like this was a good show.
I want to give the shout out to 2 pre-show matches that happened.
Please. Yeah, please. Like I said, I wasn't there in person, so go right ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, you had Tag Fast Pass. And that was Magic taking on Jay Bougie and Ezreal. You want to talk about a match? That's a match that should be on a main card anywhere possible. Bougie and Ezreal were the victorious, I believe. And then the other pre-show match you had was for Gen Pro Wrestling Alpha Championship, which was Clark Williams versus Travis Jacobs versus Daniel Alligator. And if I'm not mistaken, Clark Williams, who is the champion, won it. I can't remember there was champion won. So, would you like to go into the rest of the card?
Sure. Because there's a couple of matches. The next one
you had.
Oh, you want me to say it or you say it? For the Pro Wrestling Magic Women's Championship, the current champion, JC Storm, taking on Ruthless Lala. However, right before the introductions even started, there was a particular music that was playing, which I recognized, and who came out of the curtain, then making her Pro Wrestling Magic debut, fresh from NXT.
Oh, wow.
The notorious Mimi.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Also known as Sloane Jacobs.
Wow.
Yeah, so now it's a triple threat match.
Wow.
And in that matchup, Ruthless Lala was victorious and is the new Pro Wrestling Magic! Pro Wrestling Magic! Listen, it's been a long freaking day. I apologize. It's been a long freaking day.
Yeah. Sorry.
Pro Wrestling Magic Women's Champion, Ruthless Lala. Congrats to her. Afterwards, she grabbed the mic and said, this is what wrestling's all about. And she said, Mimi, thank you so much. Definitely do this down the road. As Mimi, goes to the handshake, she knocks out Lala, turning heel in the process. Takes the title, throws it on Lala, and does like the wiping on the feet on her, and then leaves. But then JC Storm, who's supposed to be the band person in this match, ends up becoming a happy-go-lucky babyface now and helping Lala up as they both hugged in the middle of the ring.
Wow. Okay.
Next matchup. I'm trying to remember. There was if I'm not mistaken, there was another. Keys to the Kingdom.
Oh,
I forgot about this. Keys to the Kingdom matchup. It was Steve Pena taking on originally supposed to take Jay George, but unfortunately, for some reason, Jay George could not make it. So taking his place was Colossal Mike Law.
Oh, wow.
And Steve Pena was victorious, and now is the key holder, and is now the new number one contender for the Pro Wrestling Magic heavyweight title. I knew I was missing something.
Nice.
So then, we go into one of the biggest matches on the card.
Okay.
The 5-on-5 elimination tag match for full control of Pro Wrestling Magic. Now,
Okay.
for those that don't follow Pro Wrestling Magic, here's a little quick synopsis of what happened. Shane Fair is now the general manager of Pro Wrestling Magic.
Oh, his team won. Okay.
He's team Shane Fair. Shane Fair was the general manager, but then another individual by the name of Smiley decided to sneak his way in and also become general manager. So both of them had 50-50 ownership of Pro Wrestling Magic, 50% control of Pro Wrestling Magic.
Yeah.
And obviously, it ain't freaking working well. So they decided, let's do this once and for all. Winner takes all.
Yeah.
5-on-5 elimination match. So for Team Smiley, you had Project Mayhem, which is him, Osito, and I'm forgetting who the third person was. I apologize. The Dominican Destroyer Vargas and Darius Carter taking on Team Shane, which is RTB, Joe Cruel, V. Daniels, and AA Abanderones.
Yeah.
Legit Perfect Perkins and Billy Dixon. Very good matchup. Very good matchup. I'm trying to remember the eliminations off the top of my head. I know Vargas got eliminated by disqualification. I do also want to give Shane a little, not a little. I want to give Shane props as well, because as he was announcing the eliminations, you could definitely tell who he was for, because my favorite one of all was when Osito got eliminated. All of a sudden, you hear Shane on the microphone go, "Osito has been eliminated." I love the energy and the characteristic that he brought back, that he brought into it.
Yeah.
Or he said, or when it came to his team, like, Joe Cruel has been eliminated. Like the most blandest thing you could think of, which I thought was great. It built more to the story.
Yeah.
And at one point, it was Smiley and Carter, Perfect Perkins and Billy Dixon. But then all of a sudden, legit Perfect Perkins low blows Billy Dixon. He low blows his own teammate.
Really?
He low blows his own teammate, and then he walks out and gets counted out. And, Billy Dixon trying to hype it up, going up to Smiley, Carter, back and forth, back and forth. But Carter, being the true professional he is, as Smiley was in the corner, he lightly tagged him in.
Yes.
He lightly tagged him in.
Yes.
And Billy does his finishing move. I think it was a massive spinebuster on Smiley, but the referee doesn't count it. He's like, "Wait, what do you mean? What? Smiley wasn't the legal man, Carter was. Carter sneaks in, gives him the biggest Yakuza kick you could think of. Cover, 1, 2, 3. Team Smiley wins, which means that Smiley had 100% full control of Pro Wrestling Magic.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
to add more and to add more salt to the wound,
What?
Carter called Shane back into the ring, told him to stand in the middle of it,
Yeah.
and both Smiley and Carter looked at him and say it again. And he said, because as of now, 100% of full control of Pro Wrestling Magic goes to Smiley.
Oh, dude.
Carter has his arm up around him, takes the microphone and says, "See, Shane, this is why this is all on you," and just shoves the microphone in his head. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Just adding more salt to the wound.
So wait, did he got hit with the microphone then, right? Or not?
Well,
Really?
not really hit. He just got the microphone shoved in his head in a sign of disrespect.
Okay, yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
well, as they were telling Shane to leave, which I don't know why, because he's also the ring announcer.
Yeah.
I don't know why they told him to leave.
Yeah.
But he left. They were like, go, leave. But all of a sudden, you see Carter looking at Smiley, going, "I want my title shot."
Oh.
But Smiley did not respond to that, so I don't know what that brings up. So then we go into our semi-main event, which was another fast pass match, I believe. It was another fast pass match as Azrael took on Cheeseburger.
Oh wow. I haven't heard
That was a very good match alone.
Wow. Yeah. Cheeseburger.
Listen, give me those two any day. I'm good.
Yeah.
But the weirdest one of all, where the hell was Shane Fair? I mean, seriously, that was the biggest thing because he didn't announce the last two matches, so that really threw people off guard. But Cheeseburger was victorious in that matchup.
Nice.
Not a good night for Espados Unidos. Not a good night. Oh yeah, I know. Carl was happier than a pig in shit after that because he loves his Espados Unidos. But the main event. You want to talk about a main event? Holy shit! This has been brewing for over a year.
Okay.
Former tag team partners finally going at it, mano y mano, as Alex Ryman puts his Dark Arts title on the line against his former partner, Steve Off.
Okay.
It's a championship title versus career match.
Oh wow.
Where Steve Off loses, his career is done. And this isn't just any matchup. This, my friend, was 3 stages of hell.
Oh dear God.
So, which also, by the way, Steve Off got a nice little custom entrance by a live band that performed called the New Metal Band, which, by the way, folks, check them out. New Metal Band. They sounded phenomenal.
Yeah.
And who knows, you might see them pop up on our podcast or the ATR network soon. You never know. Just saying.
Possibly.
Throwing that little Easter egg.
Yeah.
But holy shit, this matchup this one will definitely have that New Metal Band. My apologies, it's that New Metal Band.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Producer. So the first stage up was pure wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
No close fists, the old school style wrestling, one rope bait, Costa, you know what I'm talking about, right?
One rope, yeah, yes.
Ryman used the closed fist on Steve Off and lost the first stage.
Oh dear God.
So then the next stage was Falls Count Anywhere.
Okay.
they went all over the building. Oh, I forgot to mention this also. I don't know if it was this match or was it the opening matchup, but a good friend of the show, Bob, his prosthetic leg was used as a weapon.
Hey! Wow.
I
wonder how
everywhere. I don't know because I think he's like, "What, use my leg? Sure, ping." So yeah, they went over the building. They went all over the building, and first match. Thank you. It was the opening match with Kerr and Moff. The prosthetic leg made its Pro Wrestling Magic debut in the ring at Magic.
Yeah.
What a way to end. Oh, and Kerr used it on Moff. Oh shit. Oh god. So Ryman won the second stage. Ryman won the Falls Count Anywhere stage.
Yeah.
With I think it was a sit down pile driver on the stage.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So then the next matchup, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Producer, was an I Quit match. And mind you, they're one apiece.
Yes. Yes.
These two went at it, saying, "Do you quit? Do you quit? Hell no, hell no. Go screw yourself." They both went at it, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And finally, it was decided. And Steve Wolf is the new Pro Wrestling Magic Dark Arts champion.
Wow, congrats.
After a year-long battle.
Feud, yeah.
Yep, final stage was I Quit. Thank you for the confirmation. Wow. Talk about a story that can have you pulling at the heartstrings.
Jesus.
So yeah, folks, Pro Wrestling Magic once again delivered, and also it was a standing room only.
Sorry, say that again. It was
Oh, thank you. I forgot about this. Mr. Producer just informed me that I forgot that Steve Wolf's son Luke was a part of that. Matchup.
Oh wow! Wow.
His 6-year-old son.
His 6-year-old son. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Because months ago, Ryman pretty much turned his son to the dark side. I mean, Steve Wolf's son to the dark side, but Luke saw the better of his ways. But again, Pro Wrestling Magic, they delivered one hell of a show to end 2022, which again, you can watch that also on IWTV.
Mm-hmm.
And their next one is, I believe, January 28th in Ridgefield Park, of course, called My Own Worst Enemy.
Okay, wow.
Taking place right before the Royal Rumble.
Interesting times, yeah.
Yes.
Interesting times.
And it's got a special start time.
Yeah.
It's a special start time for that show.
Of?
Wow.
Of?
Can you?
I'm letting you say it. Okay, well.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I feel like we're in the old school Verizon commercial now.
Yeah.
You're still a little choppy, dude.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So anyway, special start time of 4 p.m.
Okay. Right before the Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Right before the Royal Rumble.
Nice.
So, folks, that was our weekend. I know I mentioned the other two shows, but unfortunately, we weren't at both of them. We were at Pro Wrestling Magic and Invictus. Definitely check out both companies, as well as IFC and Pre-Combination Wrestling. Just check out indie wrestling as in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, a couple of quick things I kind of want to talk about before we end this evening.
Okay.
Mr. Costa.
Yeah.
Unless there's something you want to bring up.
No, I was just gonna say, didn't NXT have a new signing, like in the past few days? I think
Yes.
somebody, I forgot who it was, but somebody, sorry guys, but somebody new signed to them.
No, thank you for reminding me. You're absolutely right, and this name threw me off guard.
Yeah, former AEW participant. Yeah,
And New Japan star as well.
yes.
Dragon Lee,
Dragon Lee. Yeah.
which is insane. And reports are saying that Dragon Lee is the highest paid NXT star since Mandy Rose.
Oh wow. Oh, that's
Which, by the way, speaking of Mandy Rose, I think she's doing pretty damn well for herself right now.
Oh hell yeah. That's probably why she wanted to get out of there. Yeah. For sure.
Miss Mandy Rose apparently has made over $1 million on her page since she got released.
Yeah, on her Valentine page. Yeah, congrats, Miss Mandy Rose. You deserve it. Very good.
Insane,
yeah. Completely.
So anyway, a couple of quick things. One in the world of NWA.
Okay.
It was announced that NWA Power, their weekly episodic TV show, is returning to YouTube on Tuesday nights at 6:05 p.m.
Nice.
They haven't done it in a while due to the pandemic, but they are bringing it back.
Yeah.
They're doing it on their YouTube channel. They're doing it NWA at 6:05 on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And NWA USA, their other show, will remain airing at 12 noon on Saturdays on the channel as well.
Really? Okay.
First run programming will begin actually tonight. And includes matches which will determine the teams that will head into the finals of the Champions Series tournament.
Ooh, nice.
And also you can excuse me. You can check their I will be getting to that. Thank you, Mr. Producer. I was saving that towards the end.
Yeah.
Also with NWA, you can watch all the pay-per-views on Fight TV.
Yeah.
Additionally, they are going to be having their first ever live NWA Power on Tuesday, January 31st, live from the Knoxville Convention Center, which is scheduled to go on air for free on the YouTube channel starting at 7 p.m.
Oh, really?
The show is being delayed about an hour from our normal time slot. To give our fans in attendance more time to make it to the venue.
Yes.
This event will feature Ultimate Team War, the finals of the Champions Series tournament, which began with 32 incredible wrestlers.
Yeah.
The winners of the Ultimate Team War will receive future title shots at a time of their choosing. And the NWA Championships will be defended at this event as well.
Perfect.
And again, folks, if you want to check out NWA pay-per-view, their next event is taking place on February 11th, live from Tampa, Florida. The main event is NWA World Heavyweight Champion Tyrus taking on Matt Cardona for the 10 pounds of gold.
Oh wow!
And if you're in the area, the pay-per-view will be followed by 2 days of NWA Power and NWA USA television tapings at the WEDU television studio on the 12th and 13th.
Wow, okay.
And the Sunday taping is currently scheduled to be a matinee. In other words, they're doing it in the afternoon before the Super Bowl.
Oh, what day is that? February
13th.
13th, okay. Oh, wow, okay.
And also for the first time of the modern era, the NWA is headed to Mexico.
Oh, wow.
As part of the World is a Vampire Festival on March 4th. Wrestlers from the NWA will take on luchadors from AAA, with several NWA titles scheduled to be defended.
Perfect.
So I have to say, I think NWA is doing pretty well, in my opinion, right now.
It sure sounds like it. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'm really happy for them. They're going at it. And then I think I want to talk about the bigger elephant in the room.
What is that?
What's later on tonight?
Oh, yes. All right, hey, by the way, that promo was absolutely, absolutely amazing.
Sign me up, take my money.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about that. We almost forgot about that. Man. Let's
So wrestling fans, if you've been living under a rock for the last, I don't know, god awful so many years.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carl. Later on tonight, early tomorrow morning, it's Wrestle Kingdom 17 from the Tokyo Dome in Japan.
Oh, wow.
And this one is stacked to be a huge card.
Yes, sir.
Which I have right here in front of me. So,
okay.
So if anything seemed interesting that you like to say, please feel free to join in, not only to you, the viewers, but also to you, Mr. Costa.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
So, based off what I have here, the opening matchup, it's a Young Lions exhibition as Rohei Oiwa takes on Bolton Oleg.
Okay.
Which I think Bolton Oleg is from New Japan Strong.
Okay. I haven't. I don't remember seeing him, but yeah, I'll stay tuned to that. Yeah.
Next to him is a six-man tag team match as the team of Shota Umino, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and KG Muto takes on Bushi, Sanada, and Tetsuya Naito.
Wow. Naito, eh? Wow.
Naito. Haven't heard that name in a long time.
I know. I know. Jesus. Wow.
And if you have predictions, Costa, please feel free to chime in, dude.
I think Naito's team. I think Naito's team is gonna win that. Honestly, to be honest with you, man.
You think so?
We'll see.
Well, I mean, you do know who KG Muto is, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, I know.
Next one, which I think is actually going to be incredible, it's the Antonio Inoki Memorial Six-Man Tag Team match.
Yeah.
As Satoshi Kojima, Yuji Nagata, and Togi Makabe takes on Tatsumi Fujinami, Tiger Mask, and Minoru Suzuki. Oh
God, what a beast!
Just that match right there. It's like holy shit.
I know, man.
If you're gonna do a six-man tag to honor a Japanese legend as Antonio Inoki, you couldn't have asked for six better competitors than what's here.
I completely agree, 100%.
Now we're getting into the title matches.
Okay.
So, for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, you have the current tag champs, Francesco Akira and TJP taking on Yo and Leo Rush.
Wow. That's going to be an epic match. Wow.
Now, can we possibly see new tag champs, or do you see the champs will retain?
I think it's gonna be. I think they're gonna retain. Honestly, I think they're gonna retain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good opinion.
TJP. What?
Okay.
Are you okay? Okay.
For the IWGP Tag Team titles, the current champions FTR taking on Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi.
Oh God.
Oh God. Oh good Lord Almighty.
Oh God.
Big men slapping me.
That's definitely the definition of it for sure. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I'm seeing new tag champs.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
All right. I'm sticking with my guys, FTR, man. I'm sticking with my
The
FTR.
best tag team in the world. Just saying.
Yeah, in the world, definitely.
Listen, after the fucking year they had,
No bloodline can stop it, by the way. They're the FTR is the best tag team. Best. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, don't apologize. Next up is for the Never Openweight Championship.
Yep.
As former partners and best friends collide as the current champion Carl Anderson takes on Tama Tonga.
Ooh. Really?
Now, I think it's interesting about this card so far is that not only do you have stars from New Japan on here, but on paper, technically, you have stars from AEW and WWE.
Yeah. It looks like Triple H has given them free reign, or collectively to do whatever they think they want to do and whatever they think is right. So that's good to know. That's good to know.
And in my opinion, I'm going with Tama Tonga.
Yeah, I'm going with.
I'm going with.
Yeah, I'll go with the opposite, Mister Anderson there. Yeah, or yeah, Mr. Anderson there. Yeah.
Now, before we go and continue with the card,
Yeah.
can we quickly talk about Nakamura and Muta?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. May you give me the floor, Mr. Peterson?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead. I need a breather.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna say about this is that I hope the top executives at WWE were watching this particular match, because this is exactly how Shinsuke Nakamura's character should be from now on. That was an excellent display. Absolutely phenomenal by Shinsuke Nakamura. 10 out of 10, 5 stars, 10 stars, whatever you want to give it. It was absolutely perfect.
I couldn't agree more. What I loved about it more was the entrance itself.
Oh, yes. That was
him in that long white robe. And also, have you noticed the violin player looks very familiar?
Yeah, I remember him. Yes, I remember him. Yeah. From I think he was there at
He was there at Takeover Brooklyn 2.
Right.
As well as his main roster debut.
Exactly. That's
and actually, as our esteemed producer pointed out, he was allowed to be himself.
Yes.
That's the old school Nakamura that hasn't been seen in 6-7 years.
I agree. I don't know why, but hopefully Triple H. My hope is that Triple H was watching the match the other night and continues the trend in that way for Nakamura.
Like Costa said, 5 stars for me on that one.
Yeah, 5 definitely.
And also on that same show, have you noticed a certain spot that a lot of people are talking about?
Are you talking about the Mist?
No, not from that match, from another match that happened.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know.
I forgot who it was.
Okay.
But you can find it on Pro Wrestling Noah's page. But apparently,
yeah,
both competitors were on the top rope.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And one of the guys, picked him up and suplexed him. The way that he suplexed him was up to the side of the ring. I'm like, son of a bitch! What?
Okay. Obviously, we don't, here at the ATR Network, we don't wish injury on anybody. Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. That was the most epic spot I've seen in memory.
I saw that.
That was incredible.
When I saw that, I almost fell out of my chair. I'm like, what?
He went from the top rope and he landed on the side of the ring, which is they say is the hardest part of the ring, and I agree with that wholeheartedly, because that was freaking crazy. That was
oh my god!
Wow, I'm surprised I hope that he doesn't have any serious injuries there, because that looked dangerous as hell, man. Wow.
And actually, by the way, our esteemed producer actually gave me the video. And actually, you know what I'm going to do right now?
Yeah, if you can, if you can share it, share it. Yeah.
I'm not going to do the sound for copyright issues,
Yeah.
but I will lean this over.
Yep.
First of all, you can see it, right, folks?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. That's perfect. Let's see it one more time, folks.
One more time. Yeah, one more time. Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, God.
His back bent. Holy shit.
By the way, that was a Falcon arrow. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a fucking arrow. That's what it was. Yeah. Holy shit. I'm surprised. I'm surprised his back isn't broken. Holy shit.
As far as we know, that's wow. When I saw that, I fell out of my chair. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
See,
okay.
Yeah, this is sorry, I was gonna say this is the definition of entertainers. Sorry, wrestlers putting on their bodies on the line for our entertainment. That is the definition of it right there.
Agreed. So anyway, back to Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
We have. I mentioned the never open weight title. This is the tournament finals for the inaugural New Japan World Television title, as Ren Narita takes on Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh wow, I love Zack Sabre Jr. for sure. Yeah.
I'm going for Zack Sabre Jr. I kind of want to see what they're gonna do with him after Suzuki Gun disbanded at the end of last year.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that's gonna.
So I'm going with Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, so am I. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go with Zack.
All right, next up for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title in a fatal four-way matchup, and this one's gonna be a lot of high flying. You know it, folks.
Yes.
The current champion Taiji Ishimori defends the title against Hiromu Takahashi, Master Wato, and El Desperado.
Okay.
Oh,
Takahashi.
you going for Takahashi?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. For the IWGP Women's Championship.
Okay.
The current champion and inaugural champion herself, Kairi, taking on Tam Nakano.
Ooh, wow. That's gonna be interesting. Give me Kairi.
I'm sticking with Kairi.
Yeah.
Now, one of the co-main events. For the IWGP United States Heavyweight title.
Yep.
The current champion, Will Ospreay.
Holy shit.
Taking on Kenny Omega.
Wait, it's a co-main. You mean that's not the main event? Main event? It's a co-main event?
I believe it's the co-main event.
Oh shit! Wow. Okay, that's surprising to me.
Now, folks, if you missed the press conference that was done earlier today,
yeah,
you need to check out, especially Ospreay calling out Kenny Omega.
Please, guys, if you're real wrestling fans, please, you have to check out the press conference that happened earlier, or the footage that came out earlier today. Yeah, for sure.
Right there, that little 2-minute clip got me emotionally invested in this matchup.
So it did the same thing for me, man. It did the same thing for me.
I mean, granted, this story's been building up for a while, but this was the icing that definitely needed to be on it.
Yeah, man. Will Ospreay, he absolutely knocked it out of the park. That's all I can say, man.
Especially the part when he was talking about how, of how flying from England to Japan took longer than expected, had to go through some weird bullshit COVID thing, even though he tested negative, had a doctor's note, didn't care, waited 14 days in isolation.
Yep.
Had to see his best friend's funeral through a fucking iPad.
Well, that's crazy, man. Wow.
Oh, that's just emotionally. Meanwhile, calling out Kenny Omega saying, "What are you gonna do? You only have to drive 3 hours up north to Jacksonville."
Yeah, Florida.
I'm like, wow.
It's true though. It's everything he said was true though. So.
But still, wow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I I'm calling Osprey as the winner on that one.
Really?
Yes.
Just off the promo, yeah.
Kenny does not need the fucking title.
I know. I'll go with Osprey.
Kenny Kenny does not need the title.
He's
Plus, plus he needs his body to not get killed in the fucking ladder match happening next week.
I know he's bulletproof though, man. He's bulletproof. He doesn't need a title, yeah. That's true.
This is also the same guy who wrestled with Vertigo for 5 years.
I know. That's true. That's true.
But there's a reason why I said that is the co-main event, because this is the main event right here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Yeah, I thought it was
The IWGP World Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
The current champion, the Switchblade, Jay White, taking on the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Oh, God.
I know some people are saying, oh, God, is these two going at it again? Listen, I don't give a shit how many times these two go at it. Every time they go out there, they fucking deliver.
I agree, man.
Holy I was there live at MSG at Supercard of Honor 3 years ago when these two faced off, and Jay was the champion then also. Those two had a fucking banger of a match. Went over a half hour.
Yeah. I love Jay White too. He's incredible.
Jay White has had me sold for years.
Yes, sir.
So now here's my question to you there, Mr. Costa.
Okay.
Do we see a new champion in the Rainmaker? Or does the Switchblade retain?
I'm gonna go with Switchblade retains. I'm gonna go
really?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess you're going with the opposite, or what?
No. I kind of want. If Switchblade retains, I want to see how they pull it off.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Yeah, for sure. But
and and also something historic will be happening on that show as well.
What?
Apparently, fans are, for the first time since the COVID outbreak, they're allowed to cheer.
Okay.
Because apparently they weren't allowed to do so. I don't know why.
Oh wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a new rule that they had.
Oh, okay.
But folks, that's wow. There's a lot going on this week.
Yeah.
Now,
sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Go right ahead, buddy.
I was gonna say the most interesting thing about wrestling is that you don't know. We don't know, even though we act like we know. We don't know what's going to happen on a week-to-week or even a day-to-day basis, right? Like
exactly.
That's what keeps everybody intrigued. Is the process of not knowing what's going to happen. Every second, every day, every hour, every minute, something different can happen, right? So
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
But folks, before we end this episode of the Around the Rose podcast, want to make a couple of quick announcements in regards to on behalf of everyone here at the podcast.
Okay.
This Saturday, Mr. Carl Roberts and Mr. John Blaine will be in beautiful Hamburg, Pennsylvania, at the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse, where I guess partnering up with American Excellence Wrestling.
Hey, that's great news.
And they have a show later on that night, but before that, at 6 p.m., it's a very special meet and greet session with some stars.
Oh.
Now, starting at 6 p.m. and already scheduled to appear, we have Ricardo Rodriguez, the luminous JC Storm.
Wow, okay.
Courageous Christina Marie.
Yep.
The duo of the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin, and Lady Frost, also known as Pretty Proper.
Oh, nice.
The Virtuosa, Deanna Perrazzo.
Oh, wow, okay.
And a very rare appearance that haven't been together in a long time. WWE legends in Miguel Perez Jr. and Savio Vega, a.k.a. the Los Boricuas.
Wow.
Yep.
I haven't heard that name in a long ass time.
Oh, yes. Again, folks, that's taking place this Saturday, January 7th at the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse. Make sure to stop by, especially the Boricuas and Deanna Paraco's tables, where Carl and John will be at. Make sure to stop by over there and say hi to them. Kick John in the nuts, whatever you want to do. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Please do. Just joking.
And then on February 5th, as I'm trying to pull this up right now. There we go. Ta-da! February 5th in beautiful Baltimore, Maryland.
Aha.
It is the official debut of the ATR Promotions,
Yes, sir.
which is our another one of our another sister companies that brings in top-notch talents
Yes,
to
sir.
signings and conventions and everything in between.
Uh-huh.
On that night, or day, night, whatever you want to call it, as I'm trying to scroll down on this awesome list right here. You know what? Let me quickly run through some of the names they have on there
All right, go ahead.
for Select Fest. So a rare public appearance of an interesting combo of Ric Flair and Pete Rose,
Wow.
Trish Stratus, Christian Cage,
Yes, sir.
Ruby Soho,
Wow. Okay.
Lex Luger,
Okay.
Nikita Koloff,
Okay.
Ryback,
Okay.
Diamond Dallas Page,
Okay.
Nia Jax,
Okay. Okay.
Brian Cage,
Oh wow.
Julia
okay.
Hart,
Wow, okay.
Julia Hart,
Wow. Okay.
Magnum TA,
Okay.
Bushwhacker Luke,
Oh wow. Okay.
Matt Hardy, Ted DiBiase, Arn Anderson, Gail Kim, Tito Santana, Greg the Hammer Valentine, The Sandman, Cowboy James Storm, Sonny Kiss, Shane Douglas, Lanny Poffo, Virgil, Samu, Taya Valkyrie, Chris Masters, Ashley D'Amboise, Jasmine Allure from Glow, the original Glow from the 1980s,
Yeah.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
Trevor Murdoch, the Blue Meanie, Katie Forbes, Kia Dream, Jameson Winger, Rosemary, Brock Anderson, May Valentine, Adina Steele, and the Veros the Veros twins, Rick Dempsey from the Baltimore Orioles, Mickey Tettleton, Dennis Martinez, Scott McGregor, Al Bunbury, Tippy Martinez, Mike Bordick. Wow, I haven't heard that name in a long time, actually. Benny Ayala. Benny Ayala?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Paul Mirabella, Calvin Maduro, John Stefero,
Yeah.
and from ATR Promotions, they are bringing in the courageous Christina Moraine, the luminous JC Storm,
Perfect.
and the lovely Miss Larkin.
Oh yes. Wow.
And also, if I'm mistaken, I think there was one more added onto that list. Mr. Producer, please confirm that with me at this time. If he's alive, I hope.
I think.
But again, folks.
Sorry.
But folks,
Yeah. Go ahead.
that's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. But again, folks, definitely check out. Definitely check out. Yes. Yep. There was one more person. Thank you very much. The last person to join the ATR Promotions at Celeb Fest in beautiful Baltimore, Maryland, is someone who's making his return to wrestling. And Costa, I think you may know who this individual is because he used to be a cheerleader.
Oh yes.
Mike Mondo.
From the what do you call it? The squad.
Spirit Squad.
This.
Mikey!
Yeah. For sure.
And folks, if you like to order pre-sales, or if you have any questions about pricing and also about any pricing and also want to do pre-sale orders, make sure to follow the brand new ATR Promotions Facebook page.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the page, shoot them a message, and whoever's running the page, I don't know which one it is. Most likely it'll be Carl. They'll gladly give you the pricing and the opportunity to purchase in advance. That way, when you show up at the table, you don't have to worry about going through your wallet or say, "Hey, I pre-ordered. What's the name? Boom, done." That's simple. That's how simple it is, folks. It doesn't have to get any more difficult than that.
Hmm.
So, so Costa, I think tonight was a very good show. What do you think?
Hey man, I think we should become hosts of our own show. Of our own
Oh God!
show.
Oh, good Lord Almighty!
Just joking. No, it was a great show. I enjoy your company, and we had a good conversation here, so it's all good, boss.
So, Costa, do you have anything you want to plug? Anything?
Yeah,
Maybe the status of how the Sky Dome is doing. I don't know.
yeah. Well, speaking of the Sky Dome, they're having renovations done to make it a bit more modern, right? So yeah, that's turning out well, and yeah, I just want to let you guys know that my show will continue on Thursdays. It has been rebranded in terms of the rap and rock connection. So I will have a new basically co-host or wingman, you would say, on the show starting on Thursday, I believe. But I have yet to confirm that, but we'll confirm that later tonight and let you know. Also, you mentioned Gail Kim, and that is a name that I haven't heard in a long time. So I just want to shout out Gail Kim, as she is, in my opinion, one of the best female wrestlers to ever grace a wrestling ring. So shout out to Gail Kim. And shout out to Trish Stratus, of course, and Christian Cage, who will all be there in February. So shout out to them. And
Costa, where can the folks find you on social media?
Oh, on social media, yes. You can find me at Road to Rich. I'll just say this: Road to Riches.ca. So that's ROAD, the number 2, and riches.ca on Twitter. And if you want to follow me anywhere, such as Facebook, it's just my name, Costa Pacneris. Pacneris is PACHNERIS. So you can follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and Instagram is also my name, Costa.Pacneris, as well. If you guys want to follow me, which is as Ryan would say, all the letters of the alphabet are included in my name. Yeah. So
yes, folks. If you have kids that need to learn the alphabet, just have them spell out Costa's name, and they'll be good to go to start school.
Exactly. And it's according to John,
it's a big show next week. Sorry. Oh, not that big show. Never mind. Sorry. No. But first and foremost, since you mentioned new shows, we have a couple of new shows that are coming into the ATR network as well. First of all, our sports show is revamped and coming back.
Yep.
With sports balls.
Yeah, exactly. I believe the
sports balls.
Friday, yeah.
With a Z. Sports balls with a Z. Because why not?
With a Z.
And actually, speaking of sports balls, I do want to make a kind of an update for those that haven't been paying attention in the sports world. Last night there was a very horrific accident that occurred during the Monday Night Football game.
Yeah.
My apologies. Sports balls will be live at 8 p.m. this Friday night.
Yep.
In regards to Bills, oh God. And there goes our viewership. In regards to Bills safety DeMar Hamlin.
Yes.
For those that don't know what happened last night during the game, after a tackle during one of the plays, he collapsed and suffered cardiac arrest. They actually had to do CPR on him in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
In the middle of the field to, get him back. They said it was like 15 minutes.
Or yeah, 10, 15 minutes, yeah.
And they got him out in time, and then they suspended the game. The game was temporarily halted, and then they suspended it for the rest of the night, and then they announced earlier today they're suspending it for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
But right now, as of 20 minutes ago, his uncle gives an update on his nephew's condition, and I quote: "His breathing is improving, and as doctors flipped him on his stomach to help take the pressure off of his lungs." So he's still in critical condition. So from all of us at the ATR Network, ATR Around the West podcast, we want to send our prayers and thoughts and positive vibes towards Damar Hamlin and his family at this time.
Yeah, get better soon, Damar. We're rooting for you, boss.
He's only 24 years old.
I know. It's scary.
That's the biggest shock of all for me.
Yeah.
But also, speaking of new shows, I have. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My apologies. Yeah, my apologies. The players called the game, not the NFL. Which, by the way, I'm going to throw it out there. Skip Bayless, you are a heartless piece of shit. I'm being straightforward right now.
Yeah. He is.
Costa, you know why, right?
I know why. Yeah.
Long story short, some guy named Skip Bayless thinks that playing a football game is more important than, a player almost dying on the middle of the fucking field. Asshole. Asshole. Yeah. Sorry. Just that pisses me off. Anyway, speaking of new shows, I have a new show coming on the ATR Network, and it's a totally way out of left field. It's a musical theater one, because as much as I love music and professional wrestling and sports, I also love musical theater. That was my first true love before I got into wrestling. And myself and my co-host, Mr. Ryan Gross, will be doing our show on here called The Curtain Call.
Oh, nice. Great.
Called The Curtain Call.
Great name.
Thank you.
Great name.
Here on the ATR Network, where we be giving our reviews of shows, giving a top 5, top 10 list, shows that we regret not seeing, shows that we regret seeing, and so much more. Even possibly some potential exclusive interviews with some of the best theater performers out there today. So definitely worth checking out. I think, and that's coming out, and that would be coming out soon. But we're slotting for Wednesdays around 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And also, as Mr. John Blaine said,
oh God,
I know, but hey, listen, we have to because it's our contractually obligated duty to do so. Next week, it's a big show for us. Not because we have the big show on it, but because he was too expensive. So instead, we have 3 guests coming on.
Yeah.
We have the Pro Wrestling Magic Women's Champion now, Ruthless Lala, coming on and joining us.
Hey, I remember Lala. Yes.
We also have ECW icon Angel Orsini coming on.
Hey, nice. Yes.
My girl Angel. And I am forgetting who the last guest is. I apologize if I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head. But
I forgot
next week, because of so much stuff that we're doing, and also we'll probably be talking about Wrestle Kingdom like we always talk about wrestling shows, because it's a wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
We'll be starting 15 minutes early. Instead of the normal 8 o'clock slot time, we're starting at 7:45.
7:45, exactly. Yeah.
Because, oh boy, do we got shit. We got a lot of shit coming up. And folks, trust us, you don't. Oh!
Rob Fury, yeah. Rob Fury.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So there's your third guest, the owner of SWF himself, the unbreakable Rob Fury, is coming on the podcast next week. So, again, folks, 7:45, we're starting it up. Costa already gave his entire 26-letter name on Twitter and Facebook. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Exactly. Give him a follow and check out his music show. On my end, you can definitely check me out on Instagram at Ryan_MC92. You can check me out on Instagram at WrestlingMC. And also this Saturday, I'm back in the cage for MMA at Reality Fighting up at Mohegan Sun. Which, if you're in the area, come check it out. If not, you can watch the event on realityfighting.net. Trust me, it's some of the best fighters in New England. Also, the following week, you may be seeing me someplace that requires a garden. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
But then also February 11th, I'm back at WrestlePro. February 19th, I got a whole slew of I got 15 days lined up for 2023
Yeah.
so far. So anything is possible within that time frame. And again, folks, you definitely again make sure to hit the subscribe button on all of our fan pages. On our YouTube channel to check out not only the Around the Rose podcast, but my show, the sports show, Costa's show, you name it, exclusive interviews, and more importantly, buy our merch. Because we got t-shirts, we got mugs, and we got delicious organic coffee from Motor Oil Coffee. Smells like heaven in a bed.
Yes,
so again, folks, I think it's safe to say I think we're done for the night. What do you think, Costa?
Yeah, I think we're good to go, boss.
All right. So for Mr. Carl Roberts that's sitting in the back, for Mr. John Blaine that's hanging out with Bacon apparently, and for Costa, I am Ryan Peterson saying thank you guys for tuning in. And trust me, folks, you don't want to miss out on what we have in store for 2023 because we're just getting started.
Yes, sir.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out. Yes, sir.